Welcome back, and this is part 3 of our video featuring our Master League classic team of Ho-Oh, Dialga and Zekrom. So the lead this time is Groudon, which is absolutely perfect. Ho-Oh being flying resists all the moves, and Fire type makes it even better with Fire Punch being resisted. So they've swapped out there. What we've decided to do here is stay in, throw the Brave Bird, just so we can soften up this Dialga. We will need to shield though. It just got to the Draco, so a bit unfortunate there. Alright, so the Groudon's going to come back in. We'll be able to get to the Draco here and get that shield back, so a good shield swap here. We will be losing some effectiveness from our attack, which is unfortunate, but they're going to throw anyway, so I'd probably just throw the Iron Head if I had my time over again there, because you probably get to 2, so you get a shield and another. Potentially, so they've just swapped straight into Giratina here, and it's GG. We're a bit slow on the swap there because we'd hit the Incinerate, but it's pretty rudimentary from this point. They generally throw the Shadow Ball first, so we'll just shield there. That'll allow us to completely farm down. We can take a Shadow Ball, and we'll have energy for the Groudon in the back, which at this stage doesn't really have too much play. They'll probably shield this attack. Even a Crunch would do too much, and they do shield, and then the Ho-Oh is going to come back in here, and Brave Bird will sort this out. Earthquake and or a Fire Punch here won't do enough, so yeah, Earthquake coming through. Most people know that Earthquake's slightly better DPE, and their Brave Bird's going to finish this contest, so pretty much a hard counter line there, so a very comfortable game. Alright, game 2, Mewtwo lead. Alright, so the plan for Mewtwo lead is always to swap straight into Dialga, and they've actually swapped as well, which is really interesting. They've gone into Lugia here, so we've got to watch out for the Aeroblast. Lugia is just such a tank, and Aeroblast is resisted, but still does a stack of damage. So what we're going to do is let ourselves get super low here, and then throw the Iron Head. What we're looking to do here is get to the second Iron Head. What we're trying to do here is pretty much soft lose, or just soft win. So the Mewtwo only gets 1 Psycho Cut's worth of damage there. But in that situation, depending on if you know the team, Mewtwo lead isn't super common, but if you know that there's nothing like a Kyogre in the general lines involving a lead with Mewtwo, you'd probably soft lose that one to the Lugia, just so you could come in and get some energy. The key thing about playing against a Mewtwo is that you just don't want them getting shield and energy advantage. Alright, but it's a Yveltal in the back, which is pretty easy for Zekrom to deal with here. Second Wild Charge going through, no shields left, and all we need to do here is go into Dialga, go into Ho-Oh and Brave Bird for the finish. Focus Blast won't KO, Dark Pulse, they need 3 to get that over the line, and we'll throw the Brave Bird now. Dark Pulse obviously isn't going to KO from here. But the Brave Bird's definitely going to, just over farming as much as possible there, and the Brave Bird going through. Mewtwo, obviously a Psycho Cut's not going to get it done, and yeah, the Brave Bird will get it done. So good energy management there. Definitely got to do that when Mewtwo's around, because it's absolutely pain, particularly for this team. Alright, Gira A lead. Generally it's the Tommy Love TV team. So what they've got in the back is us swapping into the Zekrom here. It's either a Togekiss or but it's a Lugia, so not the correct team. Gonna throw the Wild Charge here. It is a Shadow. This would just about KO. I'm not sure if it's going to though. Oh, they just survive, and it was CMP, so we're gonna let this go. We'll be able to come in with Ho-Oh here and get 1 Incinerate's worth of damage. Probably should have waited out the timer slightly more, but it's not going to matter. They're bringing the Gira back in, and let's see if they want to shield this Brave Bird or not. They don't, so that's really good for us. Tried to snipe there. Did get at least 1 Dragon Breath through. This Claw's coming through now, and it's Togekiss in the back, so this is perfect. We got that we got one or two Dragon Breaths through, and we only really need to get to one Iron Head here anyway to get the win. Ho-Oh can do the rest. So yeah, getting that shield. So shield advantage, Ho-Oh versus Togekiss. They do have an energy advantage, but unless they boost here, we're pretty much right to go. So what we're going to do, reach the Ancient Power now, and they haven't boosted, which is a relief. So what we're going to do here is bait the Earthquake. They've got to a second move here, which is super annoying. Just mistimed the throw there, but yeah, we're going to throw the Earthquake here. See what they want to do. It'll just about KO even if they don't shield, but they do. So we'll just build up as much energy as we can here. A bit more. And they've actually swapped, which is perfect for us. So we'll throw the Earthquake. And we did get that extra Incinerate through. So we're at 100 energy now. So we only need one more to get to the Brave Bird. And Ho-Oh is just such a beast. And it takes the win there. Alright, into the next game here, and it's a Shadow Snorlax lead. Generally, you don't... Yeah, Snorlax it's such a flexible mon, it can pretty much go with anything. I guess in the lead, you'd kind of be thinking that perhaps their backline is like a mix of two different mon that can hard counter. So you get your Snorlax to win your lead, and then you put your, potentially like a Dialga for the dragons, and then something like Koga for everything else in the back. So I'd be expecting a lineup in the back, something like that. Anyway, what we're going to do here is we're just going to try and take both shields. It's the principle of the team. Just got to hope there's not like an Excadrill or something in the back, which is always a bit of a bugger, but they actually made a pretty brilliant swap into Lugia there. So we're just going to come in with Dialga, and we're going to throw the Iron Head here. I think they're still going to get to the Aeroblast, which is a bit of a pain, but we can farm down now. They always just get to the Aeroblast. So it's a tricky matchup, that one for Dialga. It's not as easy as it looks unless you're running Thunder. Anyway, Aeroblast goes through, they get the boost as they die. A lot of people have been getting boosts against me lately, so lucky that one didn't matter. Right, they come back in with Snorlax here. We're going to let the Superpower go, and now that's debuffed. And they've swapped. So going to Zekrom here against the Landorus. It's a bit of a tricky matchup. Stone Edge does a hell of a lot of damage, but they have to go for the Stone Edge to start with, so you can generally save... shield the first move because they've got to go for Stone Edge. Superpower just does too much damage. Debuffs them too much, and they take too much damage. So we've managed to... they've gone double Superpower here. So we managed to go into Ho, and they're worried about getting farmed down. So they've just panicked and thrown the Superpower, and this has worked perfectly for us because it's allowed us to get to the Wild Charge and finish off the Snorlax there. Alright, next game. Lugia into Ho-Oh. Look, it's just such an absolute beast. And generally they don't shield, so it's all about going to the Brave Bird and hoping they don't... you try and throw in the middle of the animation for the Dragon Tail if you can, and then you can get the Brave Bird away without CMPing. Anyway, they've got an Excadrill, which is a pain in the ass. So with Excadrill, and it's similar, it's the same thing if it's Zekrom or Dialga, is you basically throw Dragon Breaths. What you want to do is not throw straight away. You want to let them throw, and then you throw your move. The reason for that is, if you throw the Iron Head too soon, they're going to just farm up more energy knowing they're perfectly safe and you're not near a move. You have to threaten the Draco to ensure that they throw without building up too much energy. Anyway, Ho comes back in, shields once, and can farm the mole down, and has a Brave Bird ready to go for the Lugia. So in this matchup here, we stripped another shield, and now we're going into Zekrom. Bad against Togekiss, but not too bad if you don't shield. Anyway, what we could have done there was come in with Lugia after the Togekiss had shielded. Shield once, farm down, and then we could have double Brave Birded the Lugia in the back anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. We've got the shield here and we'll incinerate down, but either way you can see how that backline works pretty well. Alright, next game. We've got Ho into Giratina Origin. Pretty common scenario this. We always go save swap either way. It doesn't matter which one you go into. In this case, we've gone into Zekrom, and they've gone into Zacian. That tells me that they're probably running Play Rough. So we'll let it go. We get to our Wild Charge. It doesn't KO them, but what it does is it puts them in a pretty delicious sort of farm down range for Ho-Oh. Only issue will be if they're running Wild Charge. So we're going to farm down the whole way. But we're probably we're opting not to shield here. And it's close combat, so that's really good. So I had to take the punt there. Didn't shield. And now we get to the Brave Bird on the Giratina. Are they going to use a shield here? No, they're not. So they're pretty low now, and we've gone into Melmetal, which is they've gone to Melmetal, which is pretty good for us here too. They're going to have to debuff themselves, which means Ho-Oh's in a pretty decent sort of position to be able to come in and potentially farm down. Now, the general play with Melmetal matchups is to wait and throw the Draco when they superpower you. In this case, we haven't done that. I think the main reason we're doing that is because we're going to keep both shields for Ho-Oh, and we just want to get as much energy as we can out of this Melmetal. So what we're going to do is they're double debuffed. We're still probably going to have to shield. Oh no, we're not. We've decided, and it's Flash Cannon after all that. So I think we're thinking that a double debuff Rock Slide probably doesn't do as much as a Shadow Ball. So just let that go. But yeah, Flash Cannon's even worse. So what we can do here is build up to 100 energy and throw, but because they've still got 2 shields, the play is basically Incinerate down. So we're going to try and do that, and we're going to succeed at doing that. Or, yeah, lag there, but I don't think they get to the move anyway, and Melmetal just dies. So, yep, it's because they weren't shielding anything, we thought perhaps they want to keep those for another occasion. Alright, Dialga lead here. The standard reminder for the lead is stay in and shield the first move and throw double Earthquake and take both their shields. A lot of them won't even throw and will farm you down, which is okay. Just stay in and get them really low. You have to shield once on your Dialga and hope they don't Iron Head bait you and swap out and save an Iron Head for later. In this case, they've thrown the Draco and then they've gone into Lugia. So we've banked that energy, and what we're going to do here is Draco them. The Draco will kill. Oh no, won't. It'll go close to killing to the point where we can potentially farm down, but once again, always getting to the move. But we're going to let this go. And we can just farm down afterwards. Actually, we don't want to give too much farm, so just waited till the last second there and then just thrown that last Dragon Breath to kill. But as you can see now, we're so low in health. Dialga comes in, no gain. But they brought the Kaio in, which is pretty revealing. It's good they've shown backline here. I probably wouldn't have done that because it always keeps you guessing. Anyway, we've swapped. We've gone into Ho-Oh here to get this last shield. And they have shielded there, and we're not going to shield here. That Dialga's pretty low. They've actually done a pretty good job of undercharging there. But it's not going to matter because we're just going to shield once here. And then farm it all the way down. The Kaio's got like maybe 2 waterfalls, so we can afford to wait maybe 1 or 2 more waterfalls if we wanted to before throwing the move. But they've already lost a significant amount of health, so this should KO, and bang, you can see it does. Alright, into the next game. Alright, here we've got Melmetal lead. Melmetal lead is just impossibly difficult. If they sneak moves in, you know, you could potentially die before you can even get to a second Earthquake type scenario. So what I like to do is throw Earthquake on the first move. Don't shield the first Rock Slide and throw Earthquake. Now, what this means, as you can see, they did sneak a move through, but they'll shield that. They're getting pretty low just from the Incinerates. I can shield here, and generally what the go is just Brave Bird. Get to the Brave Bird. You get to the Brave Bird 1 move sooner. And see, I didn't even get to, as you can see there, I didn't even get to throw that before he threw his move, which is super unfortunate. But they're going to double shield for switch here, and they've got enough energy, so we won't let them farm us down. We'll go into the Zekrom, and it's Meliota in the back, which is just, yeah, there's a few of them around. But yeah, it's not going to last long here. So because it's running Confusion, it doesn't get to its moves quickly. Zekrom just takes care of business there. And yeah, Zekrom's going to take care of business here too. So just build up a ton of energy and throw the Wild Charge. So they get through the Melmetal, and they've got a Zarude in the back. So we're just going to build up a bit of energy and then go into the Dialga. And they've swapped. And they've thought, nah, can't do this. Fair enough. All right, next one is a Giratina Altered lead. Another tricky one. As we mentioned, Giratina Altered, the Tommy Love TV team is probably the team. And as you can see here, Dialga. So their third Mon is going to be either Togekiss or Dialga. Togekiss or Kyogre. Just a matter of working out which one's which. But they haven't shielded the Outrage, which is perfect. So, but yeah, as I say, it's pretty tricky situation, but at least we can get the Dialga onto the Giratina Altered, because it's just painful with throwing out those Dragon Claws. But the approach we've got here is we're going to bring the Dialga in, and we'll probably end up shielding once just to keep it healthy, just in case it is Kyogre in the back. The goal with Kyogre, well, they're keeping both shields, so that sort of tells me it's probably a Togekiss. But yeah, it's a tough team comp because you basically just got to pick which one you think it's going to be based on their movements and behaviours. But in this case, it's Togekiss in the back, and that's really good for us. So what we're going to do here is get to double Iron Head, and they're going to shield those. And from there, we're going to have to shield this Ancient Power. And it's pretty much just a case of build up some excess energy and see how we go from here. So just build up a bit extra. Make sure you throw before the Ancient Power comes through, particularly as they'll probably boost and kill you. So we've thrown it there, and the Giratina Ult is going to get to a Dragon Claw, but it's pretty low attack move, so we're not going to die, and we'll be able to Brave Bird them here to finish it off. So yeah, that's worked out pretty well there. It's nice when it's a Togekiss in the back. Alright, so into the next game here, and we've got a Kyogre lead, which is horrible for us. It's the worst lead you can see. We're going to go straight to Dialga here, and they're going to Togekiss, which is super good for us because we should be able to get to 2 Iron Heads here, and we're not going to be able to get Switch, but one thing we're going to be able to do is grab 2 shields, which is really awesome. So we'll have to shield here, and there's a pretty strong chance that we're going to have to shield again on the Ho-Oh. We don't have to shield on the Ho-Oh, but we're going to. We may as well keep it healthy, even though it's a Kyogre. Having a healthy Ho-Oh to do some big damage is also good. So shield here, and what we'll do is we'll get to 100 energy, and then we'll throw. They're almost in the range where you could throw an Earthquake there, and we're going to do that. So we've thrown a couple of extra. We'll throw the Earthquake here. It is a little bit more energy, but it kills and no debuff. And no debuff's kind of important here because those waterfalls absolutely smash you, and the last thing you want to do is have 0 defense to handle that. Alright, and it's Dialga in the back here. It should be GG's, but they've actually, because we've got the Ho-Oh there, they're throwing the Iron Head here. So I think we might have got just enough energy to kill. Yeah, okay, so we won't reach the Outrage, but what we can do here is throw the Wild Charge. As soon as you get as low as possible in health, you throw the Wild Charge, and then what we can do is come in with the Ho, and they're not going to get to the Iron Head. So bang, see you later, and we've now got the move to finish off the Kyogre. So yeah, very fortunate, and yeah, matter of centimetres that one. Okay, next game we've got Dialga lead again. It's a super common lead, so yeah, gonna stay in, throw double Earthquake. We shield the first move, and that means by the time we get to Earthquake on the second move, they can only have an Iron Head, and we can take that. So the idea here is to get to win shield advantage. So we're going to do that, and move coming through. We're not going to. Oh, sorry, it's the first move. We're going to shield here, and we'll see what they want to do. A lot of them these days just don't throw. at all. And they end up just farming you down. In this case, he's like, nah, I'm not going to give up 2 shields, which is probably a smart thing. It's Kyogre, so we're just going to cop the kill there. So he's on like 2 or 3 waterfalls. It takes ages to get to Blizzard. You know, we're talking like 10 waterfalls for Blizzard or something like that. So it takes forever. So all you do is just wait till the last minute and throw the wild charge. And this is awesome here. Yveltal in the back. Easy claps. So we'll throw the wild charge and swap. And all we're going to do here is... Oh, and he's let it go. So once again... good showcasing of the team, and between the 3 videos now we've got a sort of a good idea of how to play a lot of the matchups. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video.